Hi everyone, my name is Carter Sirwell and I wanted to share the learning strategy Read, Pair, Share that I chose for the lesson. This strategy is fantastic for collaborative learning. It is excellent for collaborative learning because it engages the students to work together with their peers to gain a better understanding of the topic at hand. This strategy allows students to work beside each other and be able to feed off of each other's understanding of the topic. To start off with the strategy, first think of a question or prompt for your students to answer. Doing this will allow the students to be able to think of the questions and answer it while reading. Next, assign a partner for every student. If there's an odd amount of people, make a group of three. After saying the question and assigning a partner for the group, it is now time to assign the reading for the lesson. The students will then be able to collaboratively read together and be able to ask questions among their peers. While they're reading, the teacher should be walking around the room and providing feedback as needed. Make sure everyone has enough time to finish your reading. So use your estimate on how much time to give them for the reading based on the length and complexity of the reading assigned. So this can vary from classroom to classroom, depending just how long the reading is and how complex it is. After everyone is done reading, have the students talk to their partner about what they read and what their answer is for the assigned reading. Next, have the students share what they have learned from the reading with the whole class. So that was just a brief overview of the strategy. Now I'm going to explain how I implemented this strategy in my lesson plan. The first thing for my lesson is explaining two different ways of finding a derivative. So derivative and velocity is a concept very popular in the calculus, and there are many different ways of doing it. So after explaining the two different methods I will introduce, then I will introduce the strategy for today. Strategy might not be for everyone, but it gets students to collaborate with each other, and which is very useful in math class. I then introduce a topic we are learning, which in my case was the introduction to derivatives and velocity. After introducing the topic, I will have everyone grab a Chromebook and let them log in. After grabbing the Chromebook, I will split the classroom into two different groups. So one group, in the case of my topic, will be using the first method of differentiating functions, and the other group will be using the second method of finding a derivative. After, I will have the students find a partner from the other group to pair with. So if you're in group 1 using the first method, find a partner from group 2 using the other method. And if there is an odd amount of people, there will be a group of 3 if they're depending on the amount of students present. So after finding their respective partner and logging into computers, I will have the students go to this website, which I put in my actual PowerPoint, and I will have them read until checkpoint 3.15. So in the actual reading, it shows both ways on how to do a derivative, and in the reading, there are example problems for them to do. Also in the reading, it gives the definition of derivative and velocity, and then will help them gain a better understanding of the lesson of today. So as they're reading, they're required to answer the questions using their respective methods. So if you're in group 1, you will use method 1 and solve all the problems in the reading using that method, and then vice versa for group 2. The reading and solving the problem should take no more than 20 minutes, but depending on your student population, it could take longer or shorter. Some people might take 20, some people might take 25 minutes. All just depends on your student population. After the students are done reading and answering the questions, I will then have the students share their answers with their partners. As they are doing this, I will be walking around to each pair or group and making sure they understand what they are doing, and if they have any questions, they can ask me. So after discussing their answers amongst their group, I will have one member from each pair go up to the board and demonstrate how they solved problem number 1. So as they're up at the board solving problem number 1, I will be looking at their work and providing feedback if needed. After everyone is done solving number 1 and I approved of their answer, they will sit back down and the other partner from the group will go up and answer question number 2. And if there is a group of 3, they will also go up if they have not went yet. So as they will use their method to demonstrate their answer for question number 2. As they're up on the board, I will also be looking to make sure their answer is correct and providing feedback if needed. After the question 2 is done and everyone shared their answer, that is pretty much the end of the learning strategy. The Read, Pair, Share is a collaborative learning strategy where students work together to solve a problem or answer a question bound beside reading. This strategy requires students to think individually about a topic or answer to a question and share ideas with their classmates. Discussing with a partner maximizes participation, focuses attention, and engages students in comprehending the reading material. And that is how I use the Read, Pair, Share strategy in my SciOp lesson plan. Thank you.